Puebla, Mexico was founded in 1532, about 80 miles southwest of Mexico. Puebla has so many Spaniard influences, which explains all the beautiful architecture that might remind you of Europe. The Parian, or El Parian, is one of the most visited tourist attractions in the city of Puebla. There are so many colorful and traditional handcrafted goods and souvenirs here. As far as the eye can see, it's just full of culture and it's so lively. Because the Spanish settlers came to Puebla around the time that it was being founded in the 1500s, there is a huge Spaniard influence in things like the architecture, the art, and the pottery known as Talavera. Next, we move on to Talavera or Talavera. This style of pottery originated in the city of Puebla and has Mexican, Spaniard, and Arab styles and influences. There are many Talavera shops and factories throughout the city that actually show you how it's all made, and at the end, you even get to make your own Talavera. Natural elements like sand, stone, and metals are actually what they use to give the pottery their beautiful bright colors. Artist Quarter, or Barrio del Artista, is a neighborhood dedicated to artists and their work. In this neighborhood, they have workshops where they exhibit their art for everyone walking by to see. As we kept walking, we made it to the Zócalo, or El Zócalo, which is the main square, park, and plaza in the center of downtown Puebla. This area has lots of restaurants and coffee shops, and you can find a great lookout spot to see the cathedral from up above. Artists from Europe were actually brought over to finish painting the domes and some of the interior. In fact, much of the interior is actually polished and painted with real gold. Just a few blocks away from the cathedral is, in my opinion, the best churro place ever. You can watch them be rolled in sugar and cinnamon and thrown into a bag. If you're ever in Puebla, you need to try these. They are so good. This long road is called Aquatis, and it takes you from downtown to the rest of the city. This avenida is one of Puebla's main food and restaurant zones, and you can see several monuments as you drive by. Moving on to Cholula, Puebla, there's so much history and culture behind all the art here. A lot of the art actually tells stories of the history, and it's really fascinating. Under the pyramids, there are actually these tunnels that you can go into. Unfortunately, because of COVID, they're not letting anybody in anymore, but if this pandemic ever ends, you should definitely go check them out. We passed a woman who was selling candy, nuts, and toasted grasshoppers. Those are definitely a strange flavor, but they're really interesting to try. In case you're feeling thirsty, there are people that sell fresh coconuts and fresh pineapple juice. At the bottom of the pyramid, there are so many beautiful gardens, so many cute parks, and we got to listen to this guy play his harp. It was really pretty. This beautiful church that you're looking at was actually built on top of a pyramid that was built by indigenous groups long before the Spaniards even arrived. When the Spaniards did arrive, they built the church on top of the pyramid around the 16th century. On the other side of the pyramid, there are these long stairs that take you up to the church. Unfortunately, because of COVID, they're not letting anyone into the church right now or even past a certain point of the stairs. But it is a really great lookout spot for the rest of the city. It's really beautiful. That brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to see more travel content, travel tips, etc. And don't forget, adventure is out there.